guys, what's going on? I wanted to come at you with a monthly sales update for eBay. Show you some of the cool things that sold in my store over the last month or so. Uh, as always, the best item is for last. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Mike, the Treasure Gnome. I resell things on eBay and I sell on merch by Amazon. I have about 400 items in my store, and these are some of the things that are selling on a daily basis. I used to go for some really higher dollar items and wait a little longer, but now I'm kind of focusing on some bread and butter stuff and some cool finds. So we're gonna go through some of the things that sold in my store the last month, and be sure to hold on to the end because I had a really awesome sale, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind it at the end of this video. But let's get right into this. The first item we had is a pair of Nike Air Jordans True Flights. And they're in pretty good condition. You can see here I had to clean them up a little bit, but they're size 10, and just snap some pictures. And these went really quickly in a week for $49. The second one is a Pro Combat. This is a dry fit baseball shirt. So if you look there, it's got the mesh and the dry fit. It had the MLB on the back, which I'm sure was it's like a sports team edition, so I'm sure that helped a little bit. But yeah, this sold really quickly for $18.99. This one I took a best offer for. It's a Brooks Brothers Madison 1818. This was just a suit jacket. If you see here, it's gray, and it had the two buttons and the standard lapel there. But this took a little while to sell, probably two or 3 months, but it went for $49, so that was a really nice sale. I still have I haven't been buying these and listing these lately, but I still have a good amount of inventory in my store at around this price range, so every once in a while they sell, but they do take a while to sell. We have a couple Nikes in this video that were a little older track jacket style thing. This one all these went fairly quick. This one had a little blemish there. And it sold once it went on sale. I think I had some watchers, then when I put it on sale, it went for $21.61. This one was oh, looks like, I don't know what this picture was. This one wasn't even up for 2 days. It looked raggy when it was on there. Like, it was definitely worn, but since it was the 4 extra big, I bought it anyway because I knew it would sell if I priced it correctly. So you can see on there it says 4XB big. And you know, it had kind of like a dressy pattern, I guess. But this sold really quickly. Anytime I see something really big in the Ralph Lauren polo shirts, I pick it up. They tend to do pretty well because there's not as much competition out there. This is a brand I don't buy in the shirts anymore. Fashionable, however you say it. Geez, I've been slacking on my pictures. Look at that. But this is just like a blue jacket. I got this out of the bins at Goodwill, and I had it marked at 28. And then once it hit a sale, it sold quickly, and I'm super happy with that. That's good. Here's another polo, Ralph Lauren. This was an interesting piece. I don't come across these very often. The color was kind of hideous. Like, this is like a Where's Waldo shirt. I almost put that in the description. But this sold super quick for $24.99, and I bet someone's gonna love that shirt. Someone who loves red. Here's another one. I sat onto this one for a long time. You can see the backgrounds. The change, so I can tell which era, which time period, or which quarter of the year they were from based off of the background I was shooting on. And this was a while ago, so this sat for almost probably close to a year. And when I just hit it on a sale, I haven't hit this with a sale yet. And as soon as it hit a sale, it kind of sold. So obviously I was priced a little too high at $34.99. And I actually think I took a best offer for $24.99 on this. But still, yeah, this is an LL Bean. You know, if you price it right, they do good. This was kind of a weird pattern too, but usually the vintage ones do pretty well. Yeah. The next one was a vintage Nike windbreaker. I had the big embroidered swoosh on the back and on the front. That made it cooler. This big swoosh on the back definitely added to the piece. This sold for $29.99 really quickly. If you see my videos, I have a video all about vintage Nike stuff, and the windbreakers are definitely a good thing to pick up. So they do really well, and they're light. Yeah. This is a vintage trucker hat, as you can see. This is really old. It was like one of the foam. It was foam all the way around the rim and all the way up the top here. And if you look in there, you can see it's got the old style foam. This was like super old. I didn't even want to date this because I couldn't tell. Maybe like 60s or 70s. But super simple and, you know, straight to the point. Someone who wants to be bold in a vintage hat. For Syracuse games, and someone bought it super quickly. I put it on sale. I think maybe after a month I had it up. And usually, you know, hats like that are more long tail. So happy that went quickly. This is another bins find. I've been shopping at the bins a lot lately, and I found two of these actually. They're Greg Norman, brand new with tags. They're like short sleeve golf rain jackets or windbreakers or whatever, and they were retailed at $145. I look at some of the comparables; they don't go for that much on eBay, but I listed them for $34.99 and sold one right away. And then I think I have this one was a small. I have an XL up. I have an extra large still up, so hopefully that one will sell soon too. Oh, this is a really cool piece. I also have a video showing you guys about this stuff. If you see any, you know, interesting animal print shirts, definitely check them out because they can go for some good money. This was super interesting. It's like wolves howling in space, and it's on a crew neck, which you don't see very often on a crew neck. On the mountain. The Mountain is a popular newer brand for this style. So this is a recent shirt. It's not vintage, but they're pretty popular at making these creative all over print stuff. So definitely don't pass that stuff over. I took a best offer for this. This is Burberry double breasted. I always pick these up. They do sit for a while sometimes, but they do very, you know, they bring in good money. The double breasted jackets, if it's a decent brand. This has a wide lapel, if you look there, and the pointed. But yeah, $49 shipped, really, really good. This is a cool find I just stumbled upon when sometimes I thrift with other people, and then you just start to wander the store after I start to wander the store after I get through the clothing section. Usually I only do the clothing section, but I started to wander one day, and I ran across a box, and this had I had the Ultima one, that's still in my store, but I also ran across this, and had no idea what it was. I just saw a Commodore on there, so I looked it up, and yeah, it sold for $24.99. I think I got the box with the disc for that and this disc for $5. So yeah, definitely already paid for that. Here's another vintage Nike. This one was okay. The colors are bright, but not like awesome. So depending on the colors, if this color scheme was a little better, if it didn't have the green and maybe like a yellow or an orange or a pink in there, this would have done way better. But still, happy with that. And this was in really nice condition. Actually, yeah, even though this zipper had a flaw in it, it's still one for $29. Just list any flaws, and this type of stuff does very well. This is a funny shirt that I also found in the bins, and it just kind of caught my attention because it was an interesting saying on there. Polygamy porter, why I just have one? Yeah, you get it. Bring some home to the wives. But it's a brewing shirt, so beer and brewery shirts already do fairly well, and then this was like super interesting, and these sell like instantly. So if you look this up on eBay and the sold, like these sell all the time, and they do really well. So I was surprised when I saw that. And getting into the last sale of the day, this is the best one I've had this quarter. And I found this one at the bins, the Goodwill bins. So this is a Louis Vuitton Paris, super nice shirt. Um, I'm just super surprised by it. I was I was gonna list this higher, but it had some flaws in it. Let's see. I don't really know what to say about this. It had some flaws. I described them. So at first I didn't notice the flaws, but uh, it had a couple flaws on the sleeves. Like I marked that, and I think it had one there on the side. Um, and I didn't feel comfortable selling a price in a piece that had flaws uh, over 200. So I listed at 199, and then I got some lowball offers, like two or three lowball offers, and then I hit it with a sale, and I just hit my whole store with a sale all the time, usually actually. So, and I think someone gave me an offer for 150, and I took it. So this was a pickup from about $1 at the bins, and it sold for $150. So that's why we do this, because every once in a while you find something like super awesome like this that you don't expect. It was light. It probably shipped for $2, and you get a return like that. But cool. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you got a kick out of this awesome sale, and thank you so much for watching. Hit this like video if you want to see more. I know I don't do these as often as I used to, but we'll try to get them in at least monthly, and maybe more if we start selling more in the next couple months here, which is a possibility. But yeah, subscribe down below, and we'll see you in the around here, and we'll see you in the next video.